What's up, guys? Let me know when you guys are in here and if you can see me and hear me all right. We're playing with that same channel. I haven't moved it from this morning. We obviously had this big drop through here. Seeing what's happening now. We're getting a nice bounce off of the 55 EMA. We are showing a little bit of hidden bullish divergence here. We're getting higher lows. Let's see if we can close back in that channel and see what happens from there. What's up, Tattoo Destroyer? Verath. Sounds good. Thanks, man. What's up, Roy? Joel? Steven? Is it Steven or Stephen? Kevin, what's up, man? Beans and taters, brother. We're going to take a look at some altcoins, too. We'll let you guys pick what altcoins you want to look at. But I want to see kind of how this 1 hour closes here first. How many think we're going to break the all-time high? Give me a 1 if you think we're going to break the all-time high. 2 if you think we're going lower. Also, smash those likes if you would, guys. It helps YouTube get the video out there. Lower, lower. Couple of you think we're going to break the all-time high. Tattoo Destroyer says fake out. Supposed to be Steven. All right, man. So obviously, if you guys are here, must not be doing anything special on a Friday night, huh? Staring at charts. Oscar asked, NU versus the dollar. Yeah, I might check that out. I want to stick with altcoins and Litecoin and Ethereum for starters. We almost hit that 0.786 on Litecoin, 226.70 area. Still looking at like we can hit that. We might come down here and test the 211 again. Let's see what happens there. Ethereum. Let's see where Ethereum's at. I can get this off there now. That green price tag is just the 0.618 fib. We're still playing in that area as of right now. Getting support on the 8 EMA in the daily. How are the EMAs looking? Litecoin's looking pretty damn bullish. Let's see. Thanks, Xander. Much appreciated. Thanks for the super chat, man. I get that off there. All right, so DXY is up, then down, then up. Yeah, DXY, I think I didn't really look at the charts too much today. Yeah, we're sitting on the 200 EMA in the hourly, which should be the 55 in the 4 hour. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that Monday. Not really showing any divergence here on the smaller time frames. Like I said, in the macro, I'm still bullish on the dollar. The only thing that's going to change my mind is if we break this low over here, but I still believe we're going to see something like this. Something like that over there. Same type deal. If you guys are interested in trading, I got links down below for Prime XBT, Binance. I think I got Femex, but Femex is in my group. So we're dropping back below there again. Let's see if we close below there and if we keep getting rejected there. See, a lot of times when we drop out of, once we break a trend line like we broke this here, I consider that weak and it's most likely going to continue down. Same thing if it was to break it up with a wick. Sorry about that, guys. Chilling UK at 47, waiting for Mr. Savy. Bitcoin looks like a double top before a big dump. Thoughts? It's possible. We'll have to see what happens here. I think this is going to tell a lot if we break down through this. If we get down below this 55 EMA and start opening and closing dailies under there, possibly. Let's see how this one closes. It's actually making a little bit of hidden bullish divergence. Well, no, I guess we're getting lower lows there. So kind of in limbo right now. How's a 4-hour look? The 4-hour, we're getting support on the 13 EMA. We're currently below the 8 EMA. Remember, we have this neckline here, and we talked about it. You know, everybody was talking about that cup and handle, but there was no handle unless you got a cup with a handle this big right here. I don't know why anyone was thinking that. But if this is a cup and handle, it should look more like this. Come back down, test this trend line, and then up, if that's the case. Remember, our bullish target from the breakout here is 62.6. We did come back down and test this neckline once. So, and that was looking at this as a inverse head and shoulders. And this would be the measured move. You measure the head to the neckline, put it up to the breakout. And there you go. And that's invalid. That's invalid if we break back below this trend line here. And this is the 4 hours, so we can move this over a little bit. Say if we break below the 53.8 range, and then start getting resistance here. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, I do believe we're going to come back down and test this trend line. Just my opinion. We have plenty of room in the RSI to do that. Matter of fact, I need to brighten this line up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so we do have room. We made a lot of bearish divergence here. Higher highs in the price up here, lower highs in the RSI. This trend line right here on the RSI is going to be pretty important too, so keep an eye on that. Working out, watching Crypto Savvy. Thanks, Joey. Much appreciated, man. He's busy. Call later. So anyways, yeah, guys, make sure you smash the likes. Let's see, let's take a look back over at Litecoin. Litecoin's looking pretty strong. If it can get a bounce here off this, if it doesn't go lower than 0.618, 211 area and get another bounce, it could be Bitcoin's turn or Litecoin's turn to, you know, make a new high. If you guys look, Litecoin, let me get this off of here. Litecoin's in a rising, broadening wedge too. It didn't quite tag that bottom trend line, but I think Bitcoin is. You can see after the second touch, and a lot of times, you know, the charts will give us clues as to what's going on. So that's why I think there's a good possibility we could come back down and touch this. Again, that's my opinion. What's up, Carl? Xander thinks he said definitely double top. Staring at the charts on Friday night. Yeah, it could be a double top. We talked about that. You know, everybody, when we're, you know, super bullish. Let me get this stuff off here for a minute. Everybody, when we're super bullish, always wants to talk about W's. But then when we're bearish, they don't want to point out a bearish sign that this could be a W and back down also. So just be aware of that. Like I said, we have to see if we break the all-time high or not. I still have this possibility. If we don't break the all-time high, we could still possibly see something like this. I know everybody's extremely bullish, but I mean, then there's the bullish look too. If this is a bull flag right here, measure the flag pull from the breakout, that would get us to right in that $75,000 range. That's bullish case. Believe it or not, I still believe there's a possibility we could be headed back down to this direction if we don't break the all-time high. I mean, this doesn't mean we come straight down. That would take a year, maybe two, if that was the case. And again, that's just speculation. We're closing in 5 minutes. Closing outside the channel here. Now, as you notice, neither one of these opened and closed below it. So if we open below this rising channel here, if we open the next candle and close it below, there's a good chance we could be going down to these lower targets here. Litecoin's been holding decent today. Yeah, I think it's Litecoin's turn. Like I said, Bitcoin made a new all-time high. Ethereum made a new all-time high. I think it's definitely Litecoin's turn. Ethereum's not looking too bad right this minute. It's getting support on the daily on the 8 EMA. Let's go down to smaller time frames to see what it looks like. What's up, Jason? You guys can't hear the music I'm listening to. You can only hear the music that's just normally playing, right? I don't want mine mixing it up. I can't hear the music you're listening to. But my music, I don't want to get copyright strikes. That feels like it's been on the struggle bus ever since it made a new all-time high. Yeah. Ethereum on the 4 hours getting squeezed in between the EMAs here. So we might bunch up in here for another 8 or 12 hours, possibly longer in between these EMAs. And then once it breaks, decides one way or another. Let me see something. 4 hour. Ethereum could be making a bull flag here. It's a possibility. Could be just a falling channel too. So be careful. But if it is a straw bull flag here, if that is a bull flag, we could be looking at a target depending on when and if it breaks out. 21,050 if that's a bull flag. Otherwise, it's falling channel, you know, it can follow it all the way down. Kind of like this one went up, this one could go down. Yeah, Jacob, been doing good, man. Good luck, Xander. Yeah, it does look like a possible falling channel there. Looking at, like I said, Litecoin looks pretty bullish. Let's look at the 4 hour. Same thing in the 4 hour. If we can remain above the EMAs here. See how Litecoin's the only one that is actually riding above the EMAs. We had the bullish cross way back here. And we're well above the 8. So even if we came down and tested the 8, like I said, it'd be around that 211, somewhere in that range. Get a nice bounce there and continue up. What's Bitcoin look like on the EMAs? So let me get this damn line off of here. All right, so Bitcoin's 4 hour, we are above the EMAs. Right now, we're dropping a little below the 8 EMA. Let's go back to that channel. Still below the channel. It closes in about a minute and a half. Let's see where that closes. Mr. Fatface, Savvy, didn't you say you had a construction business? No, I was in construction. I trade full time now. Let me get this box off here. I don't know why that's on there. There we go. No, they're probably in demand because all the stuff that went down in Texas. We had a ice dam, my roof ice dammed when we got the big snow here, and we had people come in, obviously for the insurance company or whatever, and they're really backed up too because everyone went to Texas. All the electricians, plumbers, all that stuff went down to Texas for all that stuff that was going on down there. So that could be part of it. I'm sure even if they're back, they got backed up for the stuff that did happen here. So now he drives a Benz, big baller. I had a Maserati for a minute. A lady hit me though and totaled it. Jason says it also looks like a possible shakeout. It's possible. We're about to close here in 11 seconds. And as long as this closes lower, we do not have hidden bullish divergence. So, all right, so we're open below the channel. Let's see if we stay below it. If we can't close back inside this channel, then I'd assume we're coming down to these lower targets. Otherwise, if we get back up in this channel, which is about, if we close the next hourly above 56,870, we could be coming up to test that all-time high. Otherwise, the 55 EMA on the hourly is about 56,300. If we break below that and close, pretty much, I'm pretty confident then we come down to these levels. Like I said, in the big picture, this could be nothing more than a handle. If you want to be bullish, be a handle, expect a bounce down here off this trend line and continue up. We'll have to see what happens there. You know, that could also make this like a, you know, this a ABC over here, this 1, 2, 3, come down for 4 and get a 5th wave up. Let's take the fibs and put it on there once and see what that would look like. So if this is a wave 3 up, let's put the Fibonacci retracements on there so we can kind of see where that might retrace to. Yeah, that would get us right around, actually about 53.5. And let's put this down here. If that did that, that would get us up to between 61 and 63,000 for our 5th wave. So it'd look something like this if that's the case. Whoops, that's the wrong one. So yeah, it would make it look something like this. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4. Anywhere between the 61 up possibly to our target up here at the 62. I'd be looking more for, if that is 5 waves right there. And that would be our 5th wave, making this wave 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th wave of 5 is possible. Let me get this stuff off the chart here. Try to keep the charts as clean as I can. Do the charts look all right like this, or do they look better with the pure black background? Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys, if you're new in here, and subscribe if you haven't already. I do daily updates in the mornings. I try to do them in the mornings. Carl say thinks we're going bullish this weekend. It is the weekend. Crazy things can happen. I'm going to get all this stuff off there. Desmond? Quite a while. I mean, to get actually good, and it depends on what you're doing too. If you want to learn Elliott wave, Wyckoff method, and put it all together and kind of come up with your own. Easiest thing to learn first is trend lines, support, and resistance. Looks good either way. Black probably better. Looks good, Manu says. All right, I just wanted to make sure you guys see them. For those of you that don't know, I'm blue-green colorblind, so I try to set the charts up where I can see them the best way. All right, proud and real. Have a good one, man. So is there any alts you guys want to look at? Head and shoulder on the 1 hour chart. Let's see. I guess it could be. I don't. Are you looking at the big picture here? Yeah, I don't know. I don't see a head and shoulders there. All right, we're gonna have to take some kind of vote here. Raymond said sushi. Bitcoin is the real game. Yes, sir. Lisa Chance said she's a little worried. So I'm seeing a lot of ADA. Let's look at ADA. Where's the chart here? What would be the best chart to look at it on? So you guys know I'm not into alts. Which is the best chart to look at it on here? Would it be Kraken or Bitfinex probably, or Binance? Bitfinex is fine. Let's go to Binance actually. There we go. So ADA, it is in the oversold in the 4-hour. Looks like we're probably going to get at least a bounce here on the 200 EMA. And that, guys, is why I like my EMAs. I mean, they're great. For those of you that don't use them, if you use the fib ribbon or whatever, definitely check out the EMAs. I use the 8, the 13, the 21, 55, and 200. And they are, I actually made a video you can check out on my page about EMAs and how to look for the crosses when they go bullish like it is here. So if we get a bounce here and we go sideways for a while, let the RSI reset, that would be bearish. And if these come over and cross this 200 EMA, that's extremely bearish. But this does look definitely like a bounce area. Let's go in a smaller time frame. That's pretty bearish right here. But we are low on the, let's check a daily real quick just to see how much. Yeah, it's probably due for at least a good relief rally. But looking at the daily, it looks pretty bearish too. For ADA to get bullish again, you'd have to see it get over $1.10. You'd have to get at least a close above $1.10 there. Hold on 1 second, guys. Uh, 88 to 88 cents. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it definitely could. That would line up with the 55 EMA down here on the hourly, or I'm sorry, on the daily. But I don't think it's going to go straight down like that. I think it'd take some time. But then again, I don't really mess with the alts. But that would line up right there around 87, 88 would be the 55 EMA on the daily. There's definitely room to get there. Happy Friday, Officer Farva. Yeah, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Anyone got any big plans this weekend? When Bitcoin dumps, most alts follow harder, faster. That is true. There's usually, a lot of times you'll see 1 or 2 alts doing pretty good. The low caps, I really don't care what they do, but you'll usually see one in the top 10 or 15. You'll see 1 or 2 alts do good when Bitcoin is dropping, but it usually don't last. Carl said, altcoins are meant to take your Bitcoin away from you. It is, and that's one thing, especially if you guys are new, just be aware of when the alts crash, they crash extremely hard. So, you know, you might have huge gains. In 2017, I watched people make literally millions of dollars off of very little money and, you know, buying alts that pumped 1,000%, and they watched that money go right back to nothing. So guys, learn how to take profit. At least take out your initial investment if you get to a point where it's in there. And if you have life-changing gains, take some out, 20%, something. Because I've watched tons of people go from rich to back to normal, broke in no time. What's up, Tim J? S. Jennings said he's watching his short. Where'd you short from? Where are we at here? Getting support on the 55 on the hourly right now. What's that mean, Randall? Yeah, I hate to see people learn the hard way that everything doesn't just go up. People take profits, and if a big enough person takes profits, or if Bitcoin takes a dump, the alts lose money so fast. And if you'll notice, a lot of the coins that were in the top 10, you know, 3 years ago, 2 years ago even, are way down the list. So be cautious. Most alts, all they are is they're built on hype and how many people they can get to shill it, to how many people they can get to buy it. It's not really about what it's doing. And that's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. Like I said, you can make money off the alts, but you can lose a lot real fast too. Say if you bought Bitcoin and it went in a bear market, went all the way back down to 10,000, chances are it's going to go all the way back up and break the all-time high. And the alts, you're taking some risk there, some big risk. I do think we're ending the late stages of this cycle to the point where you could throw darts and get a 10x. I think November 2017. Yeah, pretty much. S. Jennings said a short from 57.6. Nice. Just make sure your stops are in profit and you can't lose, man. The guys who last in this business are the guys who fly straight, low-key, quiet, but the guys who want it all. Chico's campaign flash, they don't last. How long you been around, Carl? Why do you have this purple background? Bob asked. That's just, I just switched it up. I was telling people I'm colorblind, so it's easier for me to see. But if you guys don't like it, I can put it back to a black background. Thanks, Lisa. Nice. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of money to be made in alts, but a very, 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 very small percent of people actually cash out in time and make the money on it. Very few compared to the amount of people that are buying it, because they get trained into this buy the dip. So when it dips, they think it's going to go up, and they'll think that. Even Bitcoin does that. I've showed you guys that before. Let's go to this chart. So back here in 2019 or 17, for example, you know, after this dip, everybody was buying it, thinking it was a dip, buy the dip, and they said it again here, buy the dip, all the way down 2018. And then even right here, everybody thought this was going to break up from here. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, and you can see what happened. Just be cautious, man. That can happen anytime. I know everybody's saying 75,000, 100,000. I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm saying be aware that we could top anytime, even could be top now. I mean, it is possible. Up here, even all the way down here, people were still saying at least 25,000, most likely 50,000 back here in 2017. So be aware of that, guys. I'm just trying to make people think, if you're one-sided and you think it's only going to go up, Bitcoin corrects hard when it corrects, and it takes a long time. What did this take? Let's check this real quick. This was from top to bottom, and this is a much bigger cycle we're in now. But if this was from top to bottom, it was, oops, help if I pulled up the right tool, right? Date range right here from top to bottom was about roughly a year, but then two and a half years later, it still went down to 37K again. So just be aware of that, guys. I've showed the chart a million times of this being a possible. Where is the chart? Do I have it up here? Yeah, this just being a possible fractal. It's definitely a possibility. Like I said, it's not guaranteed. You know, the top could be up at that $61,000 to $75,000 range, but it still do the same thing. So be careful. That's why I like trading. You can make money going up, make money going down. Either way, doesn't matter. And just be patient. Don't try to get in every single trade. If you miss a trade, wait for the next trade. There's always another trade coming. Always. Carl, all right, I'll check that later, man. Actually, I can check. Yeah, I'll check it later, bud. What's up, Ed? How you doing, man? Getting rested up from your vacation? Need a vacation from your vacation now? No, Great Wizard, I do not. I do not have any alts. Guys, make sure you smash the likes if you're in here. Helps the channel out. We're dropping below that 55 EMA now, guys. This is the hourly, so, but we do have plenty of room to fall down quite a bit more. But yeah, Bitcoin's dropped below the 55 EMA. If we look at it in the 4 hour, we're dropping below the 13 EMA. Our next point of support is a 21 EMA on the 4 hour, about 55,750. Steven, yes, I do. It's CryptoSavvy1 is my Twitter. Yeah, CryptoSavvy1 is my, it's at CryptoSavvy1. I haven't been too awfully active on Twitter. Trying to get back into it. Social media anymore is kind of crazy. You gotta watch what you say type stuff. And I'm pretty vocal. If you say, if we have topped out, why do you say it's possible? I didn't say we topped out. I said it's possible we topped out. And if you've watched my previous videos, I have a count, Elliott wave count, that says June could be wave 4, and then the rest of the year go up from there for a new all-time high. It's still a possibility. It's not where at on charts, it's how it gets there. It's the path it takes that tells you if it's going to continue or not. But it does look like there's a good possibility, guys. We're headed down to the 52, 53,000 range. I thought that this morning, too, when we broke out right here. But obviously, we popped back in the channel, but we're back outside of it. Once these get pierced like that a couple times, that pretty much validates for me that it is a broken trend. So 52,650 from where it broke out there, but I'm still going to hold it to this one over here. Great Wizard, yes, I quit my career last June, I believe. Unknown said it's all about Reddit. Right on, Bass Man. Smash the like, keep me grounded. We like vocal. $1 million by yesterday. Carl said, I don't think this market is over. You mean bull market? Yeah, it may not be. I'm not saying it is. Like I said over here, we could, you know, we could get a cup and handle right here. Like I said, they were calling a cup and handle here with this little dinky thing. The handle's got to be a handle for the cup. Like I said, we could, the bullish case here, you could see something like this. Come back down, and then there's your cup and handle. But also, got to remember, we were looking at this as a inverse head and shoulders with this neckline right here. And then we broke out. We could still come back down and test it, and still the first, if we break the all-time high, this is what I'm looking for, the 62.6, 61 to 62.6 range. And that's just a measured move of this head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders here. If we can break the all-time high. First, let's see if we touch here. And I'm still, hold on a second. And I'm still looking for a good possibility coming back down and testing this bottom trend line here. Still think that's very possible. And if this bottom trend line breaks, that would pretty much confirm a bear to me. It's a handle for a man with tiny fingers, I guess. Something that's just, I don't understand why someone even called that. I guess that was just out of hopium, where he was trying to feed on his followers and get them going or something. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Cup and handle or double top. Yeah, like I said, it could be. You know, this could be a big M here. There's no confirmation. That's what I mean. If somebody's telling you they know it's for sure going up or for sure going down, there's no confirmation yet. There's zero confirmation. If we break this trend line here and we get resistance, I'm pretty confident we come down to this level here. If we break this bottom trend line, I would be willing to say a high percentage that is a confirmation of a bear market. Like I said, the top of 2017, everybody thought we had another leg up. And they thought that all the way at least halfway through 2018 while it was going down. Why do they think that if the cycles don't last long? They think that because it's, you know, a lot of people are on the 4-year cycle deal. So the 4-year cycle should end in December, January, somewhere in that time. If it was to continue on a 4-year cycle. Now, this is another chart. Where is it? Right here. So this is the log chart, right? This is our 2013 top, 2017. That's the 4-year cycle that they're talking about. We got rejected here at the 0.236 fib. This is a fib channel. We got rejected here. If we get back above this, and depending on when, if we do break that high, if we get past that 62.5 range and we get support up here, then yes, there is a possibility that we get a massive bull run, you know, straight up. But this here is pretty parabolic if you ask me. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's no confirmation for where it's going yet. There's just no confirmation. They can guess, and if they're right, great. If they're wrong, they won't admit it anyway. But as of right now, it could do anything. And it's the weekend. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see a pump or a dump on the weekend. There's low volume, so. RJ, no, I'm not bullish on Ethereum. I am not. Here's the Ethereum 4 hour. We are getting squeezed into EMAs here. Litecoin, it's coming down towards that 211. Let me put them, go back to the daily and put the Fibonacci retracements on there. There we go. Where Litecoin is now retesting the golden pocket zone. Great Wizard said waiting's hard. It is. Psychology of a market cycle. We are definitely experiencing an exuberant amount of euphoria. If you even hint that it might go down a little bit, people act like you're crazy. Exactly. Yeah. I couldn't have said it better myself, man. People just don't. They think it's impossible. They think it has to go up. It's guaranteed to go up. That's no guarantee. Make sure to smash the like, guys. Well, looks like, shoot, let's go down to a smaller time frame here. Let's go to a 15-minute. 15-minute, got 2 minutes to close. No divergence. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. Anyone remember the China ban in 17? Yes, I do. All kinds of FUD news. If everyone is dumping, we have spare change to secure dollar cost. If you have fiat aside, you still have a chance in the next up and down. The smallest pullback and people freak out. Why it's going down, they say, well, because you can't go up forever, I reply. Pretty much, man. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people just think it's supposed to go straight down or straight up. Unfortunately, that's not how markets work. So what if the DECA cycle just started over? I don't know. What if? Nobody knows, man. What if the bear market's starting right now? Who knows? I mean, look at the stock market. That's absolutely ridiculous. It cannot continue forever like that. It's absolutely insane. Let's go to the daily. It's just more bearish divergence after bearish divergence. This is gonna come down, guys. Let's look at it in the weekly. We'll go to log. Yeah, that's the Dow. That is due for a correction like no other. But nobody thinks that can go down either. And the funny thing is, you got more people investing So you got people, you know, sitting at home, not working. Everybody's investing, and all these new people are investing, or call it investing, and you know, even in stocks, in the markets, just putting their money at everything, and it's going up, and they think it's going to go up forever, and that's the easiest money to take from people. When they start dumping it, them guys just think it's just a correction. They'll hold it, and then, you know, the same people that dump, like I explained how triangle tops are formed. Big boys will dump and they'll buy back low, and then everybody starts buying again because they think, you know, it's going to go up forever, and then the big boys sell on them again, and then they'll buy a bunch, make a bottom, and they'll keep doing that until the buyers wear out, and then they'll let the bottom fall out. And that whole time, them, you know, people think it's just going to keep going back up. You get conditioned to think that in the markets. We did get a little bit of bullish divergence here in the 15-minute. Let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour, we're getting support on that 55 EMA. And we go over to the 4 hour. What's that look like? 4 hour, we are sitting on the 13 EMA still. Still getting rejected there. We'll see what happens. Let's go back over the 1 hour chart. We still have room to fall here. Savvy, don't think ETH fundamentals are strong or long-term, DeFi, NFTs, etc. ETH's always got something. Always got something that there's no reason it's going to succeed. Little head and shoulders on the 1 hour. I don't see that. Somebody else said that earlier. I'm on the 1 hour. I don't. Or are you talking about Ethereum? Oh, maybe on Ethereum? Possibly. Wait till Monday. Sunday price would finalize some signals. I'm looking for silver to bottom. I think silver is going back down to 20 cents. That's my opinion. And I think gold's still going to come down to this 1647 area. At least. This target here, this chart on gold, I started posting this back in November, which was up in here. And this was my first target, 1736. I said if that broke, 1647 would be my next target. And once this broke, then that became resistance. So I still think we're coming down to this range. We'll get a couple of doozies this year. Wait till Monday. What's with the S&P 500? By the way, I don't even watch the S&P, to tell you the truth, Bob. I watch the Dow. And that's because I'm not playing in the S&P stocks. Silver is a metal. I have no idea why noobs are getting all worked up. What do you mean, Chris? Little head and shoulders on BTC, Ed? I just don't see it. Are you talking about this here? I mean, that left shoulder is bigger than the head, if that's what you're looking at. I guess that's possible. It looks more like a wedge, if you want to look at that. Some sort. Something like that. Or could this, if I double this, would it be a rising channel? Nope. Hey Savvy, gold crashes with metal. Why though is gold declining while Dow hits all-time high? Couldn't tell you. I mean, the dollar is the dollar is what we need to watch. When the dollar pumps, which it is, I know people are saying it's dropped the last couple days because you're in a smaller time frame, but if you look at the bigger picture, we broke out of this wedge. When the dollar rises, people are getting out of risk on assets and they're going to the dollar because the dollar is a safe haven. I know everybody's saying they're printing money out of nowhere and that it's inflation, and even some smart people are saying that. But if you listen to really smart people, not Twitter people, it's actually, with all the printing, doesn't matter because of the circulation. There's not as much money circulation, so it actually can create deflation. As crazy as that sounds to people that have been drilled into their head that it's inflation, check into, just get a book like Economics 101 will pretty much explain it. Where to buy wax? No idea, man. Oh, Big Dog said 3 minutes ago you said 20 cents for silver. Yeah, I meant 20 bucks. My bad. $20 is the target down there. It's about between 20 and 21. We do have this support line from way back over here, but yeah, between 20 and 21, I see us getting a bounce there. If you look at the RSI, we got plenty of room to continue down more. Fib tutorial, please. Fibs are actually pretty simple. I need to sit down and make one, and I'll try to do that. And I'll start posting little tutorials in the Discord, so make sure you join that. There is a link down below if you want to join the Discord. Yeah, Chris from Texas Capital mentioned the DXY today. Yeah, yep. Yeah, he's one of the only analysts that I like. I mean, he's real. He's not just a hyper and, you know, just screaming whatever off the spout. Really fight with this 55 EMA on the hourly here. Like I said, this candle opens and closes. We got 22 minutes left. It opens and closes underneath this trend line. I think we're going to go down to that 52 to 50, 54 maybe. We do have the 200 EMA here. Let's see what that looks like on the 4 hour. Yeah. Probably right around in here, 53 to 54. Look for a bounce off that trend line, which will also line up with the 55 EMA. Now, if this breaks and we start opening and closing 4 hours below this trend line, then it's going to look more bearish. But if you want to stay bullish, I would look for a bounce here and actually make a real handle that fits the cup, and then we could possibly go up from there. But the cup and handle target would be way up to 73,000, which would break this top trend line, which would be pretty damn bullish. But I'm still looking at it as an inverse head and shoulders with the breakout. If we do break that all-time high, we could be looking at the 62.6 range. Even in that, we can come down and retest this neckline again. I did get the joke, FET. We won't see inflation for a couple of years when the money enters the economy. Exactly. There's no money flowing right now. And I talk about the stimulus. Well, was it 90% of this? The last stimulus hasn't even been spent yet. And I'm sure the same will happen with this. They said like 90% of this wasn't even going to get spent for another year. So that money's not in circulation. There's not money moving like normal. That looks bad. Hidden daily bearish divergence. Let's look at the daily. I don't see hidden bearish here. But Ethereum does look pretty bad. We broke back below the... let me get this off here. We broke back below the golden pocket zone, so we're most likely going to at least come test the 1666. Possibly come retest this bottom trend line again. Could be as low as 1460 area. If that breaks, then we're looking at the low lows. We are in a falling channel in the RSI on the daily also. Bitcoin has some pretty big divergence. And the funding rate for BitMEX is still pretty high here, guys. Still favoring the bears a little bit. Let's see, the 8 EMA right around. See, where's the 21 EMA on the daily? Right around 52,000. So the 13 EMA is right around that 53.5, which would line up with that trend line back here. Would be the 13 EMA on the daily, 55 EMA right here on the 4 hour. Mate, go to crypto market. Tether's a flow coin that overpassed BTC. TEHRES. Do you mean Tether? Crypto market cap. Let's go over to it. All right. Oh, flow. That's insane. Look at the circulating supply. What is flow? There is no way that is the money in it. No way. There is no way there is. That's insane. The 24-hour volume is only 72 million, and they're saying that it's worth billion, trillion, 110 trillion. Wow. Something's wrong there, man. I don't think that's going to end well. We will see. Will we see $20,000 Bitcoin in the next bear cycle? We could see much more. Yeah, it should be a joke. I mean, it has to be a joke. That's insane. Somebody is buying it, though. I mean, look at the chart. January 26th, it was a $1.50. It's all the way up to $36. It's a hell of a jump. Yeah, they're the people that brought the NFTs out. Yep. They've started other companies too. Can't remember the name of the company that owns Flow. Let's look. Does anybody know who that is? Who owns Flow? Coin. Dapper Labs. That's who it is. Dapper Labs. I think they had something to do with Airbnb and some other stuff too. Let's see. CryptoKitties. They were behind CryptoKitties. Partnerships with Samsung. Yeah, not sure, but yeah, Dabs. Is that what I said it was called? Dabs? Where was that? Dapper Labs. Let's look that up. I think that's who's behind them, if I'm not mistaken. Dapper Labs. Funny games on the blockchain. But yeah, that's who's behind them. They're behind Top Shot, Crypto Kitties, Cheese Wizards, Dapper, Flow, Beta Game Tester Program. So yeah. DeFi app. NBA Top Shot. It's hot now. Stephen Walker. Didn't even see it, man. There have to be social media news to confirm BTC. Social media seems quiet and neutral. No new pump like Bill Gates buying or someone else. What news? BTC to confirm. Some bull or bear. Yeah, I can imagine. It's not correct. Neither is this. There's not 110 trillion in it. Actually, one, two, 3, 4. It's more than 110 trillion. Jesus. Let's look at what's going on. Up, we're dropping below that 55 EMA again. How's it looking on the 4 hour? We are dropping below the 13 EMA. Like I said, watch for a bounce around the 21 EMA, which is around 55,750. If we open and close the candle below that, we're most likely going to come down in here within the next day or so to that 5250 to 54,000 range. Come back, retest this trend line. And again, if you're looking at this as a cup and handle, that would make an actual handle, not a little tiny Barbie handle right here. But yeah, it could be a double top. If we break back down below this trend line here, we could come down, come back up, test the high again, and still. But if we start opening and closing candles below this trend line here, like I said, I think our next stop's going to be back in this range, depending on where and when. If it went down there quickly, it could be as low as 41.5. If it took till the end of March or April, could be as high as 44, 45, come down like this. But if this bottom trend line breaks right here, I think it's full on bear market. United States GDP is 20 trillion. Are you suggesting flow isn't worth 5 times USA? Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting. That's insane. That's like the Wall Street boys when they put that up there for a while. Or kind of, so why are people selling now? Because people want profits. Barbie handle. Yeah, I don't understand why people were saying that was a cup and handle. I think that was just for views and just to get people hyped up. Because anybody that knows TA knows that this little tiny thing right here is not a handle to a big cup. And honestly, I don't even think this is a cup and handle. Tell you the truth. I think this best case scenario is an inverse head and shoulders here with a target of 62.6. If we can break the all-time high. But again, watch this trend line here, which is going to be safely, if we start opening candles, opening, closing, 4-hour candles below 53.7, we're most likely going to come test this range. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out my affiliate links down there. My wife has a web page if you want some crypto merch or personal gifts. She puts like family pictures on big glass or aluminum, or there's all kinds of stuff. Check it out. It's inkyyourimage.com down below. If you have any questions, hit her up. There's a contact section in there. We already broke all-time high. We're talking about a new all-time high, man. From February's all-time high. And we have not broke that. We've already done a double top for Bitcoin in Europe since yesterday, according to TradingView on BTC Euro. On two markets. No, not I follow the US dollar, not the euro. US dollar is a little more stable, man. So our high was at 56.330. We did not touch that. We hit 56 or 58. Wait a minute. Let me zoom in here. Let me go to the daily. There we go. Let me get this off here. Zoom in. And right there, we did not break the all-time high. There's the all-time high from February 21st. Right there. We did not break the all-time high. The all-time high was around 58,360. And we hit 58,116. So no, we have not broken the all-time high. If we'd broke the all-time high, people would have bought in and pushed it up further. There's nothing wrong with my camera, silver dollar bill. Check your settings on your YouTube. Go down below and hit the settings under the video and turn on high def. You're probably on like 380 or something. We're going to the moon. Let's go, moon boys. Buy all crap coins. Edward Park, if we break 58,354 very soon, then that will be a new record for eliminating the bear divergence on weekly RSI. All right, guys. I think I am gonna spend how long we been on here? A little over an hour. I think I'm gonna call that it. It does look like we're gonna close this hourly below the channel here. If we cannot get back above, well, back inside the channel, say 57,000-ish. If we don't get back up in that range, then we're probably done here, going down to the 52 to 54 range right in this area. Again, if we look at the 4-hour, could be coming around in this range here for a bounce. If we drop below it, then it could be going much lower. But let's watch this area here for a bounce around the 53.8. So say between, well, it could go as low as 52.5, somewhere in that range. So right here is a little bounce area. I would say at least 54,000 if we're going to make the handle here, and make that a cup and handle. Yeah, Forex is closed. Flows more than a trillion, flows a bazillion or something. 110 quadrillion. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for daily updates. I do them every day. And like I said, I'm back to doing live streams a few times a week. Smash that thumbs up. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Also, check out the Discord. There's a link down below. A lot of people in there sharing charts, you know, helping each other get into trading, things like that. And there's other affiliate links down there that also help support the channel. And all the affiliate links down below if you're interested in trading. Even there's one down there if you want to start an IRA with your Bitcoin or start putting Bitcoin in your IRA. There is I Trust Capital down below, and you can do that through them. You can actually put it in an IRA and trade it and not get any trade fees, you know, and have it for your retirement account. So check them out if you haven't. What else? There's Webull down there if you want to get into the regular stock markets, all kinds of stuff. Check them out. All of them have some kind of discount or some kind of free something. Like the Webull, if you sign up, you get 2 free stocks once you make a deposit. Lots of cool stuff down there. Hard wallets. Check them out. Again, thanks a lot. You guys rock. I really appreciate you guys stopping in and hanging out with me on Friday night. And I will see you